Anarchy, anarchism, and anarchists are terms and concepts associated with a political philosophy that advocates for self-governed societies based on voluntary, cooperative institutions, rejecting unjust hierarchies. Anarchy. Definition: anarchy is a state of society without government or authority. Common misconception, often associated with chaos and disorder, though in political philosophy, it refers to the absence of a governing state and the presence of voluntary and cooperative forms of social order. Anarchism. Definition: anarchism is a political philosophy that advocates self-managed, stateless societies. Key principles: voluntary cooperation, emphasizes voluntary and cooperative behavior over imposed authority. Anti-authoritarianism, rejects all forms of unjust hierarchy, including the state, capitalism, and patriarchy. Direct action, encourages direct action, where individuals take collective action to achieve their goals without relying on intermediaries. Mutual aid, supports mutual aid, where people help each other based on mutual benefit. Variations, anarcho-communism, advocates for common ownership of means of production and direct democracy. Anarcho-syndicalism focuses on worker self-management and direct action through trade unions. Anarcho-capitalism advocates for free market capitalism without a state. Eco-anarchism combines ecological concerns with anarchist principles. Individualist anarchism focuses on individual autonomy and self-reliance. Anarchists. Definition: anarchists are individuals who support and advocate for anarchism. Historical figures: Pierre-Joseph Proudhon, often considered the father of anarchism, known for his assertion, "property is theft." Mikhail Bakunin, prominent anarchist who emphasized the need for revolutionary action. Emma Goldman, notable anarchist known for her activism, writing, and speeches on issues such as free speech, feminism, and anti-war activism. Peter Kropotkin, advocate of anarcho-communism, known for his work on mutual aid and cooperation in nature and society. Key concepts: mutualism, a system where people exchange goods and services on mutually beneficial terms. Propaganda of the deed, the concept of using direct actions, including acts of violence, to inspire broader revolutionary movements. Decentralization, the belief in distributing power away from a central authority to local autonomous groups. Horizontalism, organizational structures without hierarchical levels, where decision-making power is equally distributed. At anarchist movements and events. Spanish Civil War, 1936 to 1939, anarchists played a significant role, particularly in Catalonia, where they established a form of anarcho-syndicalism. Occupy movement, 2011, although not strictly anarchist, it drew heavily on anarchist principles of direct action, horizontalism, and anti-authoritarianism. Criticisms and challenges. Practicality. Critics argue that anarchism is impractical on a large scale, particularly in terms of coordinating complex societies without centralized authority. Security. Concerns about the ability of a stateless society to provide security and handle conflicts. Economic systems. Debates about whether an anarchist society can sustain a functioning economy, particularly in terms of large-scale production and distribution. Modern relevance. Anarchist ideas continue to influence various social movements and protests worldwide, advocating for more equitable and decentralized forms of social organization. Anarchism remains a diverse and dynamic philosophy, adapting to contemporary issues while maintaining its core principles of autonomy, cooperation, and anti-authoritarianism. To prevent a new political class from emerging and creating self-protective laws, an anarchism-inspired system would emphasize decentralization, rotating leadership, and direct democracy, ensuring power remains distributed and accountable. Transparent decision-making, community-based justice systems, and active civic participation would safeguard against power accumulation. Mutual aid networks and inter-community alliances would support resilience and solidarity, while continuous education and a cultural shift towards cooperation and public accountability would reinforce these principles, ensuring a just and equitable society.